I have written here the Fibonacci numbers at least up to 55, and we're going to create a golden rectangle out of them where the length is, I'm going to use 55 and the width is 34. Now you can use your grids in Photoshop to do this. I'm just going to freehand this. So roughly 55 by 34. Well, that looks pretty bad. Let me see if I can erase some of this. And start over. Now that looks a little better. If you had a grid, then you wouldn't have that problem. So here's 55. And here's 34. These two numbers here. Now I'm going to cut off a square. And remember, squares have the same dimension. So if I'm going to use 34 for one side, I have to use 34 for the other side. So this will be 34 right here. So we have now 34 by 34. So here's our square that we cut off from the rectangle. And what's left over when you take 34 from 55 is the preceding number in the Fibonacci numbers, which is 21. Now we're going to cut off a square that's 21 by 21. So 21 on one side, 21 on the other side. And this would be our next square. So here's our square now, 21 by 21. And what's left over from this 34 side would be the preceding number of the Fibonacci, which is 13. 21 plus 13 is 34. So let's cut off our next square, which will be 13 by 13. Here's our square, 13, 13. And what's left over would be the next number down, which would be 8. Cut off another square, 8 by 8. And you can keep on going if you want. What you'd be left with would be 5 here. But let's go in and draw our spiral now. So what you do is connect the opposite corners of your squares and keep on going. And this would be how you would create a golden spiral.